टॉस जीत के बैटिंग करने का फैसला। 228 बनाए थे रोज सुपर हिट शर्मा के 81 गुजरात टाइटंस 208 तक पहुंच गए थे, मात्र 20 रन से पीछे रहे हैं। पर सच बात यह है कि गुजरात टाइटंस का सफर यहां हुआ समाप्त। मुंबई इंडियंस आर थ्रू टू द क्वालिफायर 2। क्वालिफायर 1 जीता था आरसीबी ने, फाइनल में वो ऑलरेडी बन चुके हैं। एलिमिनेटर जीता है मुंबई इंडियंस ने, 5 टाइम्स के विजेता है ये, और अब ये भिड़ेंगे 1 जून को पंजाब के सामने।
This man is the real Mr. 360 degrees. He's a cricketer, he's a cricket commentator, he's an anchor, he's a social media star, he's a reel maker. Did I mention father? He's a father, and he's someone who never fails to brush his teeth before he goes to sleep. Welcome Dinesh Karthik.
It's a long introduction and never fails to brush my teeth.
So it's funny to me because I've known DK since I was 14?
Yeah.
And we've roomed together. We've gone late to a India A game together because we've overslept. So I understand his routine, so I know where this joke comes from for me. So welcome.
Thank you, Robbie. It's an absolute honor to be interviewed by one of the young budding talents from the broadcasting industry. So I'm really excited.
Says the pro. So DK, at 37, you're looking fit as you can be. How much longer do you see yourself playing?
Look, I think when you reach at this stage, you don't think about how much longer you want to play. You want to take it 1 year at a time. I think that's the sensible way to do it. My body is in a good place. Mentally, I'm in a good place. I'm still enjoying playing the sport. So I would like to continue for as long as I feel the same way.
And today, you're a busy man. Like super busy. Commentator, player, social media star, father. How are you juggling all of this? Like you make reels, and you're consistent with it. There's a talent that it takes and entails for a person to be able to do that. How do you keep sane, man?
So I accept a couple of things. Cricketer, okay. Father, yes. Commentator to a large extent, okay. But social media star, I think that's pushing it. To be very honest, whatever I put out there for social media is for all the people who obviously follow you, and just give them a small insight into what I am as a person. And whatever reels and whatever gimmicky content I do is more ad hoc, what I feel at that point of time when I connect with somebody and I feel that there can be something fun that people will enjoy watching, and that's why I've done. Not many people have done a reel with Sunil Gavaskar, so just to do something like that was just fun. A lot of people, social media is a complete extension of what you are as a personality, and I thoroughly believe in that, and hence I think I've been very authentic and very honest with what I want to show out there.
And how did you convince Sunil sir to actually do that reel?
Interestingly, he was the one who said that, I want to do a reel, what can you give some ideas, and then he came up with this music. So, it was a collaboration where initiated by Sunil sir, so, it made it...
How about that?
I know, a lot of people think that I must have been the one who went and gave the idea, but no, it came the other way around. He really liked this jingle. We were speaking about it, and I told him where it originated and how it's become a very popular song in the recent past, and a lot of people are using it for reels. Then we went ahead with the idea, we collaborated. It was just a fun thing.
It was fun. It was really fun. It caught on like wildfire, man.
Yeah, look, I think when you're able to do something very authentic, I think people connect with it a lot more these days. A lot of it is planned. That has its own space as well. But when you do it something that is very honest, that is very simple, I think it connects with a certain type of audience that you want to connect with.
Yeah, true. Okay, so let's get into some cricket now.
Okay.
With DK, it's always fun and games, guys. Till we say cricket, then he gets serious. It's your first time playing under Faf, and what have you enjoyed most about his captaincy?
I think he makes a very, very honest effort to go out there and be with all the young boys. I really admire that quality. He makes an honest effort at connecting with all the young boys from India. I think they all look up to him as a legend who's played the sport for so long, and the honesty and the integrity with which he is able to, make a difference to their lives is something that is very good. On the field, tactically, he's very sound. His batting doesn't need to be spoken about. He's as good as it gets. So the way he's able to conduct himself off the field is something that I've a huge... I'm one of those huge fans of him off the field as well.
You've enjoyed him off the field as well?
Honestly, yes. And I say that because, coming from a country like South Africa where, the type of people in that part of the world, you find it very diverse. So you can see he has that innate ability to connect with people from different parts of the world. And you can see it coming through off the field when he is there. He's very genuine at what he does. He has a lot of empathy, which is very important for a captain.
Yeah.
So these are qualities that I really admire in him.
Nice, very nice. And you've actually also been a part of Virat Kohli's journey from like literally inception to now, where you're in the later stages of your career. So is he, doesn't look it, feel it and sound it in any way, shape or form. But what have you noticed most about his evolution?
I think he is a prime example of somebody who's grown from being a boy to a man. Just if you look at how he was a decade ago to what he is today, he's obviously gone through a massive transformation. Just the way he's approached life in general, his marriage, the way he's become a father, the way he is able to compartmentalize all aspects of his life is something that a lot of young boys would look at and should take a leaf out of his book. I think he's been very consistent with this process in terms of how he trains, how he eats, how he prepares. That's for the cricket part, but also the ability to spend time in between all his, he's a brand ambassador for a lot of brands. He loses a lot of time, but the way he's able to spend time and the genuinity towards what he is as a father and husband and making an honest effort at being really good at that is something that is very heartening to see.
Yeah, true. And you've also been a part of the IPL for like the whole 15 seasons now. Do you feel old yet?
Just when you said that, I felt too.
But in these 15 seasons, you've played for a number of teams. This is your 6th franchise, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Your biggest learning in the IPL and in all of your experiences so far?
It is the best tournament in the world.
Yeah.
And I say that not out of bias. I just feel just the way it is able to pull the strongest players around the world to be part of a competition. There are many competitions in this world right now, but what makes IPL really special is the fact that all teams on any given day can beat another team purely on the basis of skill is something that's the number of games that is able to go down to the wire consistently shows the equality in all teams in terms of their skill levels, the way they prepare. Each franchisee has a certain dynamic, and with every year there seems to be a growth in the way the players play, and hence you see organically the growth in the number of people watching the sport as well. Almost 60 to 70% of the games go down the wire, go down to the last over, which tells you in a 40-over game to go down consistently to the 39th over past it is a special attribute where you have to give credit to the players. It's never over until it's really over. It's a cliched line, but it sticks 100% to IPL, because when you're in the thick of things, you realize that you could get away to a point where you feel you're comfortable, and then there's somebody who is a very special player on a given day comes about and does something really special, and you go, wow, the game is back on. And that's what makes IPL really special.
Yeah, and for example, for you personally, any life lessons you've learnt in this whole process of being in the IPL for so many years with so many different franchises?
Many life lessons. I think each franchisee has its own dynamic, and you got to understand how you need to, pace yourself, your behavioral patterns off the field. Those things changes a lot, depending on how the franchise. Over a period of time, I've played for 6 franchisees, very different dynamics to how each one operates, and I think you got to find your space within that. But in the bigger picture, I do feel IPL as a sport has constantly pushed me to be a better player. You cannot turn up like what you were the year before and expect to do well. It is a tournament where people find you out very fast.
Yeah.
There is a lot of analysis that go into each team and their preparation, so they come very prepared every year. So if you're going to turn up the same way, then you would be pleasantly surprised. I think you need to keep adding bows to your armory and hope and make sure your process is so good that a wish of trying to become something good turns into a goal, and you keep preparing for it through the year. So when you hit the IPL the next year, there is some surprise element to the opponent which sets you apart from what they're thinking.
And you've always been a man of routines, and there's this consistency with the way you do things. Now, has that helped you in situations when you've tried to bounce back from, say, not so pleasant experiences or adversities that you've experienced?
I do think so. To a large part, if you have a very set routine with your process, the chances of you coming back is much stronger than what it would be if you don't have a process and consistency in place. And it's got to do with the mental side of things. If you're mentally tuned in a certain way and you follow a linear path, the chances that even when you lose your track a little bit, you can come back is because you will then trust your process.